Good afternoon, all. It's 3:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, August 7th, Wednesday, from New York. Okay, people, I was just contacted by the Department of Justice. Okay, I was thinking, I'll let you see the email. Dear Mr. Russo, thank you for contacting the Antitrust Division of the U.S. Department of Justice. Upon careful review of your complaint, the Citizen Complaint Center has determined that your concerns are more appropriately handled by the Criminal Division, not the Antitrust Division, the Criminal Division, a different division of the U.S. Department of Justice. If you have not already done so, you may wish to express your concerns to the Criminal Division. Please see below the Criminal Division's contact. Okay? So now, it's no longer considered a financial crime. It is just plain, after they reviewed it, you see that they reviewed it. Upon careful review of your complaint, the Citizen Complaint Center has determined your concerns are more appropriately handled by the Criminal Division, a division of the U.S. Department of Justice. So it's no longer something that's financial anymore. It's just open criminality. All right? So here it is. This is it. They're telling me to go to. That's what the Department of Justice is telling me to do. After I told them what was going on. So, good luck, Coinbase. It's only going to get worse. So now I'm going to send this email out. I'm going to copy this. Wait a minute. I know how to do this. Copy. Forward. Paste. No, we're not going to do it. No. So, we're going to send this to the Criminal Division. So we hit this. Okay. The more you look at this stuff, It's even worse. It gets worse and worse every day with Coinbase. It really does. It really does. It's a crying shame. You see, in other words, after they reviewed it, right? The Antitrust Division has reviewed it. Upon careful review of your complaint, the Citizen Complaint Center has determined that your concerns are more appropriately handled by the Criminal Division. You understand? After the antitrust people reviewed it, they're saying this is it's outright criminal, which means people get arrested for what's going on at Coinbase now. So now let's send it out. Let me just make sure I got the right address. You see how this is blowing up? You see? There's the Criminal Division. Right there. Criminal fraud. They're treating this as criminal fraud outright, you see? So let me send my email out and we'll take a look at that. Okay, let's take a look. You know something? What's going to end up? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Former State Street executive sentenced for scheme to defraud clients through secret trading commissions. Former chief financial bank Inc. sentenced to 10 years in prison for orchestrating a complex accounting and securities fraud scheme. I guess they sent me to the right. So, okay, people, then this is the right agency. I wasn't too sure. I thought it was antitrust, but the antitrust people reviewed it, as you could see by the email, and said, no, that's just criminal fraud. So, I guess Charlie Lee and Brian Armstrong have to go to jail. There it is. They already responded. Thank you for contacting the Financial Fraud Enforcement Task Force. We will look into the issue you raised to determine the appropriate action. If you are seeking a report of financial fraud, please visit the FFTT website, Stop Fraud, for guidance. So they already got it. They already responded. They're going to be looking at it. These officers all know each other. They probably said, look, we're going to refer this to you, but he has to report it to you. They already got it. And I just sent this out. It might be auto. So this is what they said. So it's not an antitrust fine. Now, after they looked at it, this is an actual criminal fraud. This is, we lock you up for 10 years type of fraud. Wow, this is bad, people. This is bad. This is really bad. Just when you think it's, well, they'll just fine them and they'll knock it off.
Zip it.
And then you go to the DOJ antitrust, and they turned around and said, no, this is criminal fraud. Report it to them after they review it. If they reviewed it and said there was no crime, they just tell you, no, we can't do nothing about this. They didn't say that. So sooner or later, I told you, by the time I'm done, Brian Armstrong, Charlie Lee, and their market maker are going to be doing a 10-year stint.